Hey everybody, this is PJ Reilly from Competition Archery Media. Welcome to the 2022 ASA season, and of course we are here again with another season of Mathews Shot of the Week. I'm here with the man, Dan McCarthy. We appreciate everything he shared with us last year. Before we start, I know there's people who want to ask out there because Dan finished third in Vegas. And we were wondering, Dan, if you're now an indoor shooter, are you going to start wearing flat brim hats and those jeans with the things on the back pocket?
I don't know.
Dan's got his regular 3D uniform on, but congrats on that
same
finish
bow
in Vegas.
Yeah.
That was awesome. This
Thank
is
you.
the Vegas bow.
Yep, the same bow I shot.
Unreal. So you were out there on the line at Vegas pulling 72 pounds.
Yep.
That's what
I shoot the same bow, same poundage, same everything, every tournament all year, and then I just switch arrows. So it's just easier for me to transition that way. It's easy for me to go down in weight, like if I was to shoot lightweight here or something, but it's really hard to, like, when they have back-to-back weekends and you shoot an indoor with lightweight and then heavy poundage, I just can't transition fast enough into the 3D, so I just shoot the same thing all year.
Gotcha. All right, well, so Dan, kind of a difficult course today from what I was hearing folks talk about with the yardages and the lanes and the vegetation out here. And of course, nobody's been shooting 3D targets for however many months, so.
That's the most difficult part.
So we have two new targets this year. One is the hyena and one is the grazing doe. I wanted us to shoot one of those just to feature that target. I think the harder one was the hyena, but you shot that one very early, and so we were left with the grazing doe.
Yeah.
Not the most difficult. I'm saying that now, watch me miss it. But let's talk about that target.
All right, let's go do it.
All right, Dan, so the grazing doe, as we mentioned, two new targets, the grazing doe and the hyena. You're the master of strategy. You've probably been shooting this target for a little bit back home.
Oh yeah.
But
days.
When a new target comes in, does that how does that play into the game?
You just judge it. I mean, I just judge it and shoot it and hope. The benefit to this target is it's the exact same body as the hill country.
Right.
So the body is the same. The difference is the head. And so
right.
I was actually looking forward to actually judging this one because I'm in Cossum. You know, I shoot the hill country pretty decent usually, and same body, so I probably should judge this one really well right off the bat. We got rid of the tapir, and the tapir was a target I struggled with. I mean, that target was just when we first added that target, I shot low on it like all day long, and really just started judging it good when they got rid of it. So I thought I'd judge this one great, and I don't. I actually judge it really different compared to the hill country, even though they're the same bodies. I'm not nearly as consistent on this target, and I'm consistent in a different direction, which is really weird. So,
well, I want to see when we go down there, you always talk about the shot patterns, because what I was hearing from people is that they tended to shoot this one low.
That's where I tend to shoot
they were
it.
doing.
Yeah.
So we'll check out the shot.
Which is weird because the hill country, when they first introduced the hill country, and even to this day, I usually shoot it really well or hit or high. Like, I have a tendency to overjudge it. Right. So I was expecting to come into this target overjudging this body as well, and nope.
It didn't happen.
Nope.
Now, it's not, it's mowed right down to it. We've got vegetation off to the sides. We do have kind of a crosswind there. Crosswind, do you aim point on? Do you hold off?
No, out here, there's a few targets that I was aiming on right away in the morning. Kind of was a little bit. We had that rain spitting.
Yeah.
But I was drifting a little bit. I was probably drifting, half inch to an inch, depending on the distance of the target. By the end of the day, there was some shots where it was a good 2.5 inch hold off on some of these. And you could feel the wind. It's kind of steady, and there's enough foliage and stuff on some of these lanes actually gave you decent blockage, and then other ones were wide open, and down there on the end there's a good bit of breeze blowing through there. So those were the ones I was definitely aiming off on. These ones I was probably aiming like an inch on a target like this.
Well, all right, I think I have a number. I don't know if I judge the hill country good or bad or not, so it doesn't make any difference to me, but I think I got a number. Let's see how we can start off the year.
All right. 12s are your friend.
All right, Dan, I think I have a number. Now that I see everybody is shooting this thing under, it makes me nervous. But I feel good. What can you do?
Well, like, I mean, there's a lot of people you can go off of target holes a little, but like, I just recommend being very careful with that because like, not everybody practices. So like, just because other people misjudge it, don't mean you are. And if like you look at a lot of holes high and then you cut a couple yards, that's a good way to shoot. No, I don't. I judge it, I shoot it.
Go for your...
Yep.
All right.
I try to.
Well, then okay.
I'm not saying that
nope.
but I'm just, that's just a good thing. There's sometimes you have to, when you're judging, like what I try to recommend is like, shoot it for what you see it for. And it's really hard to try to decide like when it's fear making you want to move your sight or when it's actually your gut saying, I don't know, it looks farther. It does look farther. So maybe I should add a little, or is it just, I don't want to hit low or I'm scared of hitting low because there's a bunch of other holes low. And then if you're adding from fear, you're probably going to go high. Yeah. I mean, it's because there's no objective reasoning behind it. It's all feelings. It's all subjective. Right. But if you're really looking at it and saying, you know, I could see it for a little less than this, then go ahead and cut a yard. Or if you can see it for a little more, go ahead and add a yard. But if you can't see it for more, don't add yardage.
Yeah, that is, when I increase the yardage, I don't see that. I was doing that just for...
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend it.
All right, I moved it back. So here we go. I guess I should be on the stake. That's
12 shooting machine this year.
Oh, man.
Don't. Look at you go. I said don't too.
The bubble was drifting.
Did you cant in?
I saw the bubble at the last minute.
So perfect height.
I was watching
Absolutely perfect 12 height.
Just
I was waiting for you to let down. That wind started pushing through here pretty strong.
I wanted to power through it.
Like that. I could literally see the grass starting to blow into your sight picture.
I felt it. Well, let's see what happened down here. I didn't see. It's a 10.
It's right, just left of just right of the 12.
Oh, phew. Thank you. So yeah,
it's perfect height.
All right, let's go see. All right, Dan.
There we go.
Just a little bit right there.
Perfect height.
Yeah, I could see this hole that's in there. I could see it through my binos. I could see it when I was looking through my lens, but that's a little fine detail for me. But yeah, as we were talking about the wind blowing over there, you noticed that I started to tighten up.
I did, and I could see you had really good form and everything was great until the wind started blowing, and I could see you get a little anxious. And you know, in this game, it's important. Like, and I said no, let it down. Like first throw of the year, or first shot of the year. Let's get a good shot here. And you know, it really is a good thing if like you feel that wind or you let down, start the shot over and make a really good attempt. But I mean, that was still a really good shot. And
if it had gone a little longer, I would have let down. I still felt comfortable, but yeah, I noticed the wind and I was starting to get nervous.
Because every one of these stations out here, that's the important thing, is like you only get one opportunity at each one.
Yeah.
So you have to make a really good effort. That was my hole right there. So I aimed at it and I drifted just a little bit straight left on that one. I shot this target for just under 3. I think I shot it for like 2.5 or something. Gotcha. And I really feel like he was probably 1.5.
I shot him for 42. We're keeping quiet because there's guys back here shooting, but I'll go back and range it. But I shot it for 42, but I had it at 44 when I got scared. And you said, don't do it.
Don't if it's fear.
I shot it. That's what I saw it for. It was 42.
If you're just being afraid and that makes you want, because like your brain works in a way usually where like hard or difficult or scary looking targets, you want to add yardage. Like for some reason your brain wants to shoot them for further. And so if you're looking at just a tough target or you see a bunch of low holes, a lot of times people are like, must be hard or must be far. And it's just an easy way to just add way too much yardage just because you're getting scared of it.
All right, well, hey, a 10, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a great start. We're ready. You hit closer than I did. That's awesome.